Right.
What's that orange?
Beer. Powdered beer.
All right, Tyler. Tyler. Did you get a study guide Friday? Did I give you a study guide?
I think I don't have a quiz.
Okay, I just want. Some people didn't get one.
Oh, it wasn't the non-weeks.
Announcements. First of all, teachers, if you have not picked up your exam checkout forms from your mailbox this morning, please send a student at this time to get those checkout forms.
All right, there's the answers for 1 through 4 that you were supposed to do over the weekend. See if you can get the same answers. And then we're going to work 5 through 10.
If you are permitted to check out after your last exam.
On your study guide, do I need to go over how I got -8 as my answer? The answer choices got messed up. You should have gotten -8. Do I need to go over how to get this? All you are literally doing is instead of A, you're putting 2. Bless you. So instead of Y, you're putting -3. That's it. That's all you do. Are y'all okay?
Yeah.
All right, number 2, same exact thing. When you get absolute values, the answer is always positive, right? So 3 times -1 minus 5 is -8. What's the absolute value of -8? Positive 8, and then stick that negative in front, and you still get -8.
Wait, absolute value means positive?
Not necessarily, you don't change this to positive, Jack. It's once you get your answer. So look right here. 3 times C is 3 times -1, right? That's -3. And then you got -3 minus 5, which is -8. Then once you get your answer, you take the positive of -8, which is +8. But you have a negative in the front, which changes it back to -8.
That's really
Work it out on your paper and see if you can get it.
I see what you did. That's 4.
You just take it step by step. Alright, it's 10%, so your grade's pretty good, so you'll be good. Let's see, number 3, what am I plugging in for M? -1. You just plug them in, and you should get -11. Do I need to go over number 3?
Heck no.
Okay, what about number 4? You distribute. What's half of 8?
Half of 8 is 4.
4. What's half of 10?
Wait, isn't that -10?
Well, yes.
It's -5.
It's -5. And then you just, what do you do into all your like terms?
Then you multiply.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You subtract them. You subtract them. There's a subtract sign right there in the middle. And you should get y minus 6z. Do I need to go over number 4? Okay, this is how it's going to work every single day. So tonight, Friday night, those were your problems, right? 1 through 4?
Yeah.
What was Friday? The second? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, tonight, your problems are 5 through 7. That's tonight. So your homework tonight is to do 5 through 7, and then tomorrow morning, we're going to come in, I'm going to have the answers, and you let me know which ones we need to go over. That's what we're going to do for bell ringers, and then whatever we don't finish, we'll do it on Monday during class. Yes, ma'am. Yes, go. Are y'all good?
Yeah.
Anybody lost?
No.
So if you didn't know how to do number 4, and you can't get that answer, what should you come do tomorrow?
Zero period.
Come see me during 0 period, okay? Y'all good?
I have a question.
Yes,
What
like-
on this Friday?
Google Classroom.
The freaking quiz. Yes.
Yes, Tyler.
Are these multiple choice for answers ABCD, or is that like separate problems?
No, that's ABCD. They're multiple choice. Just like your exam's going to be multiple choice. What? Like,
Am I taking my quiz?
no. But you can certainly come in tomorrow during 0 period and take it. Or this afternoon, or if you got another class, you can leave a little early. Alright, so here we go. We've got to finish up and have a test. I really want to have a test on Thursday because I know y'all are probably going to be jam-packed with tests on Friday. But we have to just see what we can get through. So y'all grab your notes. And, yeah. All we took was a quiz on Friday. We got to take the test that goes along with it. Alright, here we go. We're on page 13. Page 13. Page 13. Alright, so y'all don't forget to bring me back those forms tomorrow, okay? Do your best to get them to me tomorrow. And I am doing my best to have your quizzes finished by tomorrow. Y'all didn't do half bad on them either. Y'all did pretty darn good. I don't really look at names when I grade them, so I try to be unbiased.
My name is Trey, and I have a basketball name. My name is Tommy.
Alright, so you've got 1 week left, guys. Gentlemen. You've got 1 week left. So if you've got stuff you need to make up, if you've got stuff you need help on, you got 1 week. Actually, a week and a day. Alright, y'all ready? We got a factor. Or no, don't you? Yep. Yep. Alright, here we go. Number 1, you ready? Page 13. Alright, how many terms does number 1 have?
Hey, quit slipping on that drain.
How many does it have? It has 4, right? So when you have 4 terms, you do grouping. We'll reverse foil. Alright, look at the first 2. What do the first 2 have in common? More than that.
3 and 8.
They have a 3A.
Oh, yeah. 15 divided by 5.
Alright, so if I take out a 3 and an A, that leaves me with an X. Minus 15 divided by 3 is 5, and I took out the A. Are y'all okay so far? Remember, we've been doing this we did this as bell ringers for 2 months. 2 months. Alright, then you always take this sign first. So it's going to be a plus sign. What is X and negative 5? What's the only thing they have in common? They have a 1 in common, okay? And that doesn't change anything. And these 2 have always got to be the same, and they are, right?
Okay, 1 second. Can you go back to the first half? How do you get negative 12?
15 divided by 3 is 5.
So does it equal 3A plus 1 and X minus 5?
Perfect. Very good, Jack. It doesn't equal, though, because there's no equal sign there.
Okay, let's just have to make up. How many of them are that?
Maybe 3 or 4.
How many are they?
14, I think. Alright, so let's look at number 2. Y'all okay?
Yeah, I'm explaining too.
You good?
That should be pretty good.
Alright, I just didn't want to move on until you were good on that one, because then you'd be lost on this one.
You're slime.
Okay, look at number 2. How many terms do they have?
That's 3 times.
There's 3. Every single time before you do any kind of problem, you look to see what they have in common, okay? What do all 3 of these have in common? They can divide by 3, right? So that'll be z squared plus, alright, so Tyler, look right here. We're going to do 24 divided by 3 is 8z, right?
Yes.
They all have to divide by 3?
Yep. To be able to pull this 3 out like this, every single one of them has to divide by 3.
I thought you had to do the thing where the things at 45.
We are, but we're not done yet. We're getting this 3 out to the front first to make all these numbers smaller. Then we're going to do that. All right, and then Tyler right here, 45 divided by 3 is how much, Jacob? 15. There you go.
That's all you do for that one?
No, not yet, because Jack was right. Because now you got to cover up the 3, pretend like he's not there. You got to do factors of 15 that add or subtract to be 8. So which one of those adds or subtracts to be 8? 5 and 3. There you go, 3 and 5. So pull down this 3. Don't forget him, though. And how does 3 and 5 or 5 and 3 give me 8? Do I add them, subtract them? What do I do? So they're both going to be positive. And then you're done. That's it.
What happens to the 8?
3 plus 5. If I were to FOIL this, first is z squared. Outer is 5z. Inner, bless you, is 3z. 5z and 3z gives me 8. And then last is 3 times 5, which is 15. Still gives me the same thing. It's just written differently.
What if you do it backwards? What if you do z plus 5?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like this one, I could have done this backwards. As long as I had the x and the minus 5 together and the 3a plus 1 together, it doesn't matter the order. Okay? The only thing that matters is that sign stays with that number. All right, let's do this one. You ready? So I've got it doesn't matter that there's 4 of them. Let's split this up into 2 parentheses. All right, so I have 4 p's. How could I split them into 2 spots? P squared and p squared, right? All right, now don't let this 1 throw you off. What number times what number gives you 1? 1 and 1, okay? And then what signs do I need to put that multiply to be a negative? Negative and a positive. There you go. Very good.
Doesn't matter which one's negative?
No. Nope. Doesn't matter. All right, now you can take that further because this was called the difference of 2 squares. Do you see something that's still perfect squares that has a subtract sign?
P squared.
P squared minus 1, right? Wasn't 1 my first perfect square?
Yeah.
So I can break this up. I can't break the plus sign up. I can break the minus sign up because it won't work with the plus sign. And then you're just going to bring this one straight down.
Am I going to have to do that on
No. This is for this test. These 2 are like what's on your test you missed.
Wait. This is what happened.
Huh?
Could you have just been finished at p squared minus 1 and p squared plus 1?
No, because this one can go further. I can break this up further. It's not completely simplified. So what do you do, Jack?
Just put P.
There you go. 2 p's have to be split up in 2 spots, which is be p and p. And then you got the same number again. What number times what number is 1? 1 and 1. And how do you split up a minus sign?
Plus and minus.
Plus and minus. All right, here's a minus sign again, right? But can you split 1p into 2 spots? Nope, so you're done. All right, this is brand new. You've never seen this, okay? This is brand new with a cube. You ready? All right, so here's what I remember. I remember SOAP. And I'll tell you what it stands for in just a second. If you remember SOAP, it helps you. All right, you ready? This goes for the sign. This is same sign is what the S stands for. The O stands for opposite sign. So same sign, opposite sign. And then the A and the P is always positive. Same sign, opposite sign, always positive. Ready? Let me show you what that means. Alright, so you're going to break this up, okay? So I just need 1 Z instead of 3 of them. So just 1 Z. Then the S stood for the same sign. So I'm going to take that same plus sign, okay? Alright, now we just took a perfect cubes test on Friday. What was the cube root of 125? What number times what number times what number was 125? 5. Perfect. Very good. Okay. Then you're going to do Z squared. Because see, look, you still have 1 and 2. 1 and 2 still makes 3. Okay. Then what was next? O stood for opposite sign. What's the opposite of a plus? A negative. There you go. Blake, you with me?
Yes.
All right, then you multiply these two. 5 times Z is just 5Z.
What about the 125?
You take the cube root of it. You got to split them up.
The what number?
The cube root.
What's that mean?
5 times 5 times 5 is 125. There's 3 of them. 3 5s make 125. See how it's cubed? We just took this test on Friday. All right, what's that last sign? Last sign is always positive, no matter what. It's always positive. And then you square 5. What's 5 squared? 25. Okay, so here's your formula. Here's what you need to know. Your formula is A plus B This is your formula, okay? And then a squared minus ab plus b squared. And obviously your a is the first term and your b is the second term, right? Alright, let's do this one.
Wait, can we?
Yep. Alright, how do I know to use this little sing-song that we did right here? How do I know to use SOAP? Because what exponent does it have? Has a 3, right? Okay, so here we go. So, Jack, you're just going to take one t instead of 3 of them, okay? And then SOAP, the S is same sign. So you can take the same exact sign, which would be a minus sign in this case. And then you take the cube root of 27. So what number times what number times what number? There's 3 of them. Will give me 27. We just took this perfect cube test on last Friday. 3. There you go. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27.
Oh, it's cube?
Mm-hmm. Cube. That's what the 3 stands for. Just like 5 times 5 times 5 was 125. Alright? And then what comes next? Then you do the first thing squared, right? So t squared. And then it was the opposite sign. So what's the opposite of a negative? Addition. There you go. Then it was a times b. So t times 3, or 3t. And that last sign is always positive. And it's your last term squared. So 3 squared is 9. Let me move that up some of y'all are strand.
It's so confusing.
You want to do another one? We'll do another one. Let's put another thing in right here.
If it's cubed, I thought they were supposed to be 3 3. Why is it all of a sudden go to 9?
Say that again.
I thought if it's cubed, that means there's 3 3s. Why is it all of a sudden go to 9?
Because it's squared right here. Look, your a is that first term, which is t, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your b is that second term cubed root. What's the cube root of 27? That is 3. And it says b squared. So 3 squared is 9.
How'd you get 4 t's?
4 t's.
There's t minus 3, that's 1 t.
No. I'm not worried about this one. This is you worried about your leading one. What's your leading one here? How many?
1,
And how many are here?
2,
How many is that?
3.
3. If you were to distribute this all back, you'd still get this same thing, I promise. Let's do one more, okay?
Okay.
What you got, Jonathan?
I know on this calculator it has a button for the cube root, but is there another way that you could put like a 4 root?
We're not there yet, though.
Could you tell me how to?
Not right now, because we got other things to worry about right now. We have 1 week left to finish all this. All right, let's see. What was a perfect cube? Maybe 64? Let's do that one. All right, we'll do one more. You ready? Here we go, Jack. So your a is that first term, which is d, right? Your b is the cube root of 64. So what number times what number times what number was 64? 4. Very good. All right, so you're going to do your first letter and the same sign and then 4. All right, then it's that first term squared, so it's a d squared. Then it's the opposite sign. What's the opposite of a positive? A negative, right? Then it's your a times your b, so it's d times 4, but we say that 4d. And then that last sign is always positive, and it's b squared. It's your 4 squared. 4 squared is 16. Okay?
And that's not on the one that I have to make.
No, that's on the one on Friday that we have to take.
So as long as you memorize that formula, you should be good.
Yeah. And remember SOAP. Same, opposite. Always positive. All right, here we go. So we're going to solve. What's solve mean to do? It means I need to figure out what your letter is. What's my letter? X. How many terms do I have?
3. 2.
2, because it's 20x squared and then 15x. All right, so what do they have in common?
X.
More than that. 5x. So Jack, this is another thing. This and then 1 and 2 are what's on your test, okay? That you missed. This number. Yep, this number 6 and then 1 and 2. That's what's on your test that you missed. Yep.
X.
When I take out the 5, what's 20 divided by 5?
4.
4, then x. All right, what's 15 divided by 5? 3, and I took out the x, right? All right, so this is different. This can be taken further because I have an equal 0. What you got, Jack?
I thought you didn't put, I thought it didn't, you couldn't be like 5x goes into 20x squared because,
As long as it goes into both of them. 5 goes into 15 and 20.
yeah, I know that, but I thought you couldn't do it if it was x squared and you put away with x.
You're thinking about adding. You can't add them, but you can divide them. Like if you said 20x squared plus 5x, you can't physically say 25. You can't do that. But you can divide them. Alright, so guys, because it's got an equal 0 right here, there's a 0 product property that says I can cut it right here at the multiplication. So I can cut it right here. So this first term is equal to 0. So 5x equals 0. Then my second term is equal to 0. So 4x plus 3 equals 0. Jack, this is not on your test. All you have to do on your test is just factor it like this, okay? That's all you got to do. Then you're done. This stuff right here is on your test coming Friday. Alright, so divide by 5. And what's x equal? Uh-huh. Alright, how do I solve this one? Subtract 3. There you go. Zero minus 3 is negative 3. Now what can I do? Divide by 4. Very good. So negative 3/4. Alright, what about number 7? If you got an equal sign,
So what do I have to do on the other one?
just that very first step, that's it. Just factor out the 5x. That's it. That's all you have to do on the first one.
So the two x's equal different things?
Yep. So remember what we did on our quiz when we were graphing? This is what we did. If I were to graph this, where would it hit the x-axis? It would hit at 0, and it would hit at negative 3/4. You would get a parabola, right? And it hits in 2 different spots. That's what we just did last week.
So if you went back to check your work, by plugging the x's in,
You would both get 0. Because of the square right here. The square is what makes it. Well, obviously 0, if I plug in 0, this is 0.
Yeah.
Plus 0 is still 0. And if you plugged in negative 3/4, you would get the same exact numbers. One's negative and one's positive.
Oh.
And when you add them, you would still get 0. Yes? No. Alright, number 7. Here we go. If it's got an equal sign, what's it got to equal? It's got to equal 0, right? So right now it's not right. Right now it's equal to 64. How do I make it equal 0? It's what we did. Huh? There you go.
Why does it have to equal 0?
So I can do this. It's called the 0 product property. It's got to be equal to 0 in order for this to work.
So does
So
the
the
64
x
go before?
squared
We
minus
always put the letter first.
x squared minus 64.
There you go. And then equal 0, right? Alright, now this is what we just did on number 3.
Plus 64.
64 is a perfect square, right? So split it up.
Oh, wow.
You got 2 x's. How do I split them?
Split it up in the first.
Adam.
Huh? Because they had an extra x. They had something in common. These two don't have anything in common. Alright, what's the square root of 64? What number times what number is 64? 8. 8. Alright, what kind of signs give you a negative?
Plus minus.
There you go. Alright, does it equal 0?
Yeah.
Do you have a product? Yep, so you can cut it right there. So x plus 8 equals 0, and x minus 8 equals 0. Alright, this one you're going to subtract 8, so x equals negative 8. This one you're going to add 8, x equals positive 8. Alright, we got 4 more to finish it out, and we can call it a day.
I think you should just give us 100 on this stuff.
Nah.
I would know.
Oh. Alright, number 4, here we go. Or number 8, sorry. Do they have anything in common between all 3 of them? Nope, not between all 3 of them, right? So, unfortunately, this is the stuff that y'all had issues with, okay? You got to find factors of 4. And you got to find factors of 9. And together, they had to give you negative 12.
What do you mean by that?
Multiplied together. When I multiply them and add them together, they got to give me negative 12. Let me show you what I mean. You ready? Alright, first has to give me 4x squared. So guys, if it's wrong, we'll just fix it. So do you want to use 1 and 4 or 2 and 2? For time's sake, can I go ahead and tell you it's 2 and 2? Okay, if you put 1 and 4 and you got it wrong, just switch them. It's not a big deal. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. You good, Jack?
What did you say again?
2x times 2x is 4x squared. Okay. Alright, I'm trying to get to negative 12, right? So I got to do my outer. 2, hold on, it went blurry. 2 times which one of these numbers over here is going to get me the closest to 12? 2 times 1, 2 times 9, or 2 times 3? But if I do 2 times 1, that's 2, right? It's too small. If I do 2 times 9, that's 18. That's a little too big. If I do 2 times 3, that's 6. Let's try 3 and 3.
If you have 2 numbers, then
You put the other one right here where the other blank is. Alright, so what's 2x times 3? That's 6x, right?
Yep.
Then you got to do your inner. Your inner is 3 times 2x. 3 times 2x is another 6x. What's 6 and 6 give me? 12. Alright, but look, I got to have negative 12, so they both have to have negative signs. Negative 6 and negative 6. Not when you're adding, when you're multiplying, yes. You're not multiplying these, you're subtracting these. Just use your calculator, negative 6 minus 6. You don't have to remember that. Alright, so here we go. So cut it right here in the middle. But guys, are the exact same thing, so do you have to do it twice? No, I mean you could if you wanted to, but it's more work. They're the exact same thing. Alright, what can I do? Add the 3, Leslie, very good.
didn't it have to equal 0 then?
It does. It already did to start with. Alright, what else can I do? Got one more step.
Divide that 2.
Divide, right, Tyler? Mm-hmm. So, 3 over 2. Alright, we got 3 more, guys. No, I'm sorry. You got one more week. I do not have any tissue around that.
Didn't have 6 hours. I would be fine.
Yep.
How much time
Fall asleep.
I'm sorry. That's why we review. Alright, number 9. Here we go. What's it got to equal? It can't equal 4x. What's it got to equal? 0. So how do I move this? You subtract it. Alright, you got to write it in the correct order, okay? What comes first out of these three?
Squared
X squared. There you go.
minus 4x
Uh-huh.
minus negative. No,
Just minus 21. There's just one negative. And then it equals 0. There you go. Alright. What you got? X squared minus 4x minus 21. They have anything in common?
x squared and x. Or,
21 doesn't have an x.
well, x or
Between all three of them.
okay, 3 times minus 12.
They don't have anything in common, right? So you got to find factors of 21 that add or subtract to be negative 4. Might help if you're writing this down in your paper. Alright, which one gives me negative 4? How 7 and 3 give me negative 4? 3 minus 7. There you go. So positive 3 and negative 7. So Tyler, this is what I was talking about. It doesn't matter the order, just as long as that 3 stays positive and that 7 stays. You can't switch the 3 and the 7 without switching their signs with them.
Okay.
Okay?
So it could be.
So wait, I gotta do up to this
Nope,
point?
couldn't be plus 7 minus 3. Yep. That's all you got to do. Get up to this point.
For that other-
Mm-hmm. Alright, so x plus 3 equals 0. X minus 7 equals 0. So Jack, when you have yours, it won't have an equal sign. It won't have an equal 0. So you'll just stop right there. We're going to take it further because now we've got the equal 0. So move the 3 by subtracting.
I said 3 of them.
There's not. This was showing what kind of signs. This was separate.
So
And then-
x equals negative 3.
Uh-huh. And then add the 7. X equals 7. There you go. Alright, we got 2 more. Alright, number 10. What's wrong with number 10?
Number 10 is equal to 0.
How do I do it?
You add 1 to
Uh-huh. Alright, I gotta write them in the right order, though. Which one comes first?
Then
Uh-huh. Then what?
Negative 8x.
Yep.
Plus 1.
is it because it's x squared?
Yeah. Yeah, they gotta go in order. X squared, this is a 2, this is a 1, and then there's nothing here, so this is 0. Alright, so here we go. Did they have anything in common? 15, 8, and 1. They have anything in common? Nope. Alright, so factors of 15 and factors of 1. Alright, so let's see. Which one? I know I have to use 1 and 1, right? Because the only one's there. So does the 1 and 1 go in the front, or does it go in the back?
The 1 and 1 goes in the back.
Why?
Isn't it because the variable?
Because that's the back number. There you go. There you go. Alright, so do you want to, let's see, I'm trying to get to negative 8. 1's not going to change anything, guys. This is easy. There you go, Jacobs. 3 and 5, right?
Yeah, Papa's 2.
I thought it had to be negative 5. I mean negative 8.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten to my signs yet.
Oh, is it a negative and a positive?
Well, negative and positive is not going to give me negative 8. Negative 3 and negative 5 gives me negative 8.
I thought a negative times a negative equals a positive.
I'm not adding, I'm adding and subtracting right here to get this one. I multiply to get the last and the first, which I already did. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Alright, split it right here. 3x minus 1 equals 0. 5x minus 1 equals 0.
I have 1 on both of them.
Uh-huh.
And then you divide by 3 and you divide by 5.
Perfect.
1.
1/3.
I'll change it.
And you said how much, Allie? 1/5? Yep, you are right. Kind of ran out of room.
Oh,
Left is my favorite.
Miss Blackman?
Yeah.
No.
Wait, yes, Peyton.
How do we know, like, in this one, how we only did, like, the last number? How do we know we should do both the front number?
When there's a number in front. So
Oh,
this
yeah, I
this
see
one
that.
didn't have a number in front. Well, technically it has 1 in front, but 1 doesn't change anything.
Okay,
So.
yeah.
All right, so let's say number 11. So Peyton, right here, you have a number in front. You're really hoping that this 2 goes into all 3 of them, so you can make it easy like this one.
Yeah, 2 gets
So
one.
does 2 go into all 3 of them?
yeah.
Yeah, it does. So that'll be x squared 12 divided by 2 is 6. Right, Jack? 16 divided by 2 is 8. Equals 0. So look, cover up that 2. This is easy, right? There's not a number in front. So factors of 8. Add or subtract to be negative 6. Which one give me negative 6? Negative 2 and negative 4, you said? You are correct. Bring this 2 down. So it'll be x minus 2, x minus 4. Alright, so they don't have to be the same. Negative 2 minus 4 is negative 6. Negative 2 times negative 4 is 8. Alright, so you got to cut it right here. And you got to cut it right there.
Why?
Because you got to it's multiplication.
We not want to multiply it all together?
You still get the same answer if you did that. Doesn't do you any good.
Oh.
Alright, so you got 2 equals 0. You got x minus 2 equals 0. You got x minus 4 equals 0.
Then you can add, well, that one you can just go ahead and divide.
You can. There's an x there.
Oh, no, you cannot.
Does 2 equal 0?
No.
No. So I'm not worried about him.
X equals 2.
Now you can add the 2. And you said 2 and 4. You are correct. 2 and 4 is right.
Check it out. Wow.
Alright, so what's your homework tonight?
How does that
5 through 7.
5 through 7. What, Jack?
How does that make it not possible to
It doesn't have an x with it. 2 does not equal 0. Like, look back at number 6. Look at number 6. See how that had a 5x right there? So I divided by 5 equals 0. There's no x here. There's nothing to solve for.
My sister on Saturday.